We don't like doing this, but from time to time we got to bring you inside the bit.
Oh, no.
We don't like doing this often. Like, we had to explain the stupid comic bit yesterday, which just amazed me. Absolutely amazed me. But, I guess we got to bring people inside the bit just to show how fucked up this guy to our left is, Steve.
What?
You are fucking out of your mind. You know that, right?
I think there's a degree of mental illness with everybody on this show.
Everyone knows.
You know, that's a good answer.
Yeah. I think we work with a collection of psychopaths.
Do you really? Edmund Kemper with computer skills?
I don't think I should take all the credit for the psychosis here.
So,
but yours is very focused, let's say.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what, though? The show is growing every day, so what the hell? We could walk people through this a little bit. We hate holes. On the radio, we should say. We hate holes on the radio. Basically, in your fine little town or city, you got that local morning show. It's two guys that think they're really edgy and just telling it like it is.
Right.
But to balance it all out, because they listen to their stupid program director and their general manager, they need a hole.
The hole, the woman that sits in with them and keeps everything balanced. Doesn't let those boys get out of hand, because boys will be boys. Shut up. They're cut from the same cloth. It's the same gag every time. The guys try to talk about something, they get a little out of hand, and she's got to rein them back.
Come on, stop.
Right. How many times have you heard this?
Come on, stop. Guys, I can't take this. I got to say, you got to stop.
You know something? She is too good at doing that.
No,
that is exactly...
it's not funny. Oh, wait. No, come on.
That is exactly what they sound like.
Even Howard Stern has a hole. They're there just to balance out the program, to keep everyone under control.
For the ladies.
For the ladies. Because the stupid general managers and the people that own these radio stations out there, they're trying to get the female demos as well. And I think you could get females even if it's just guys talking, but they don't. They can't see it that way, so they have to throw some hole in there that has nothing to add to the program. She usually does news twice an hour. The traffic and the weather. It's all boring shit that you could read in your own newspaper.
Some of the best Stern I ever listened to was back in, probably late 80s. It was, I remember one day, Robin didn't show up. She was sick or something, and it was just like Howard, Fred, Jackie, and Billy West without Robin there. And they went off, and it was...
You know, you're right.
Yes, I know. And it was hysterical.
Naturally.
Without that hole just piping in.
Wait,
God.
No,
oh, no.
Stop
Shut up.
Oh, come on.
Exactly.
Now, hold on.
Why do program directors feel the need to throw in the hole?
I've been doing radio since I was 18 years old, and I could name a million radio shows, and it's all the same exact formula. The same fucking thing. And all these shows are sitting in their little towns and their little cities. When in some big cities thinking they're going to be nationally syndicated and they're going to make the big time. And they're just not. They're just not, because they're not doing anything different than all the other shows in America.
Now.
And they all trade ideas and... I was part of that fraternity for about maybe a year.
Ouch.
Not going to lie to you. There was a thing called Bitboard where you go on and...
Bitboard. Oh, my God.
And you trade your ideas, right? And at first, it seemed like a good thing. I was, I was just starting out, and I had some really good ideas. I'm like, all right, I got good ideas, but I certainly could use more. So you share ideas with other shows across America, right? I quickly learned that I was throwing up my best shit, and these guys just had nothing in return that I could use ever. Every once in a while, you would get a wacky phone number or something for some guy, like Lunch Menu Man. Remember him?
Yep.
He was some crazy guy down south that, did the lunch menu for the local school district, but he did it in such a way that it made it entertaining.
Yeah.
He was really bizarre. So, you would get stuff like that, quirky things and weird phone numbers and stuff. But
it was like going to a swap meet with bars of gold.
Yeah, exactly.
You're giving them out and getting like a hubcap in return.
And finally I bailed.
Crap.
And the guys that owned this thing used to call me and beg me to come back because my stuff was terrific. I'm like, yeah, I know it's terrific.
That stuff's great.
I learned I don't need you guys, and I'll just continue building a radio show without you.
Was that like Prep Burger?
Yeah, they're still out there
Burger.
today. I'm sure they're still out there today. And but
Battle of the Sexes.
And then these guys get together for what's called boot camp. They go to a city and they just have sex with each other and get drunk with each other and you know, all these morning shows go down there with their holes and they all exchange ideas.
And they'll have like a speaker
right.
that'll come up and talk about morning radio, and they all sit there and listen and take little notes.
And
time and temperature should be when?
And
Okay, let me jot that down.
Oh yeah,
jot that down.
Yeah, it's been and they have all sorts of meetings and and what's the word I'm looking for? It's you know, you get together
Powwows.
AIDS.
Well, you get together in a room to discuss this topic, and they have a panel and forums and stuff like that. Anthony and I have been invited probably 10 to 15 times.
Eek.
We have never gone. And then it got to a point which was kind of flattering that just instead of just going and being just another show there, now they want us to talk in front of everybody.
Yes.
And we couldn't be bothered. Because they're just a bunch of douches that do these morning shows across America. They really are. They really are.
Horrid.
So we picked up on the whole thing on this program, right?
Yes.
When is the next one, do you know?
I think it passed. They're usually in the summer, I think. I already tried that bit. I wanted to send some of our guys down to
record it. And
of course, but we weren't able to pull that one off. So we've been going with this whole concept.
Mm-hmm.
You know this. You know, you probably heard it.
Yeah.
And we tried it out for the first time on a real guest. And the guy was buying into it big time. It
seemed to work.
Big time. So Anthony's, you know, trying to talk about sex. You might have heard the bit. It's one of the best bits the listeners are saying since we came to XM.
They really enjoyed it.
I'm sure it'll replay very soon. Is it going to replay this weekend, Eric?
Yeah.
It's going to replay this weekend on 202 somewhere. And
damn! I was hoping to hear the Dick Cavett interview again.
What happened?
Jesus, I don't know. I've heard it like 3 times already.
Have you?
Oh,
why is that happening?
I don't know. It's that 2 o'clock replay or something.
Well, what's going on with the 2 o'clock replay? It's what, the same hours that are just rotating?
I don't know.
Eric, what happens on the 2 o'clock
Hawk,
replay?
I'd hope you'd have an answer for this one.
We have like 50 different 1-hour blocks that are supposed to rotate from 2 and 11 throughout the week.
Is it on random? Because you ever put a computer on random and you hit the button and 5 comes up 3 times in a row?
Yeah.
It's like, wait, it's supposed to be a random number. Well, it is random, but sometimes 5 will come up 3 times in a row.
All right, we'll check on it and make sure.
Well, who's keeping track of this? I mean, is Don keeping track of this to make sure that there's a lot of variety
going on? There's pointing.
Danny and I.
It's Danny and you? Danny,
hope you know more about this than you did that stick.
Absolutely do.
All right.
Is the material rotating nicely in the 2 o'clock hour?
The material is rotating. The problem is we run so much worst of on this channel per week that it's impossible to, you know, not burn stuff out. I mean, stuff gets burnt out. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to build as many as I can.
That's pretty much the tough titty. That was tough titty.
That was tough titty, you guys.
We run like 28 hours of work.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I think you're right.
Yeah, but we did. I don't know though, man. We've been at this a year. There should be a lot of hours, no?
Well, there's a lot of chunks that were part of, let's say, worst of shows from, you know, the last vacation that I don't want to reuse because then you have people complaining, I just heard that stuff on the last worst of.
Yeah.
So it's getting a little difficult.
We just haven't been here long enough, really.
A
year it really isn't long enough.
All right.
Yeah, and then if I play something from, 2 weeks ago, it's like, all right, they just played this 2 weeks ago. Why?
But you're trying to keep the variety going, right?
Yeah. It's tough.
All right. Danny's trying.
Mm.
All right. Well,
I shall flag that block and make sure it doesn't run for
we'll try to give you more stuff.
All right. Let's say hi to Barbara.
Sorry, extra hour.
So hard to find funny shit in the last year.
Yeah, it's tough. Look at Danny.
What?
It's tough. You guys suck.
Sorry, I got to weed.
Pretty much what he was saying.
He's trying to weed through Japan right after the fucking Enola Gay flew over.
Yeah, Danny?
And I'm also being told to plug the official WOW sticker stop tomorrow in South Philly at Fright Factory off of I-95 behind the IKEA.
Oh.
Where you can meet me and Nathaniel and get a WOW sticker.
Wow, you guys going to Philly.
From 8 to 10 p.m. tomorrow night.
So you're going to do a little life partner shopping in IKEA when you're finished?
that actually was the plan.
All right.
Fighting over cabinet colors.
We'll find out how that goes on Monday. Barbara, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
I really enjoy your show. My husband told me a long time ago, you got to listen to Opie and Anthony. I started listening to you on my way to work. I drive like 2 hours back and forth, and I absolutely love your show. And he's surprised. He's he's stunned that I love your show. And, you know, I agree with you saying about the whole Robin thing, because I used to listen to Howard Stern, but ever since you guys came on, I've been dedicated to you, and, you know, I just wanted to say that.
Oh, thank you, Barbara. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Barbara.
Definitely. All right.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
We do know that we have a lot of female listeners, and we didn't have to do it the old-fashioned way like all these other morning shows across America. So we've been doing the whole thing, making believe we have a hole in here, and we tried it out for the first time on a guest the other day. It worked beautifully, right, Ed?
Right.
But what we found out was that we didn't have enough clips to go to.
Mm-hmm.
I had like 20 selections.
Stop it.
And I had to start playing the same ones over again. And I was starting to get nervous that the guy was going to be on to us.
Because some of them didn't make sense, where it would have been good if we had something else that could have been thrown in and made more sense to the reaction to what I was saying. Would have been a lot better.
Yeah,
but
like
we only have limited clips.
Those internet soundboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Steve went and got more whole clips.
Yeah.
This is where we're going with the bit here. Oh, and this isn't going to be...
Oh,
what?
boy.
It'll work.
Oh, boy. Oh,
well, I want to play the more whole audio clips that is in front of me, but the CD says Pearl Jam, Ace Frehley at Borgata singing Keep on Rockin' in the Free World.
I like
Let's
Ace
go
Frehley.
there.
Why not?
Wow, that sounds really bad.
Right. It actually wasn't.
It wasn't?
Yeah, it's a long version of it, but Fraley jammed with them in Atlantic City.
It's like 10 minutes long.
Oh, God.
It's filler.
Well, where's the actual CD? Is Eric running to get it?
Let's hope so for his sake.
Oh, Hawk.
Oh, my God. Now we have to
Why
go
is that the wrong one, Opie?
I don't know.
Whose fault is that?
I
We
don't
need
know.
a fault. I love fault.
Here comes Eric. Eric,
He came back in. What is that, Eric?
I already said what it is. This is the wrong CD.
He just ripped it out of his hand. Oh, no.
Not Ace Frehley.
Dude,
went
it's the wrong
flying
CD.
across
I already
the room.
said that. So why are you staring at the CD? We need the real CD.
Hawk
Where
would
is
like
it?
the real CD.
That's one track that's 9 minutes long.
Back out.
Holy shit. The guy's got to sleep. The guy's got to sleep.
Weren't you getting emails from him at 2 in the morning or something?
Yeah.
Everybody does. You get these inane emails from him at 2 in the morning.
He's the guy in the studio that has to, run around, and he does a great job for the most part. But sometimes he walks around in a daze. Do you got the actual CD? Yeah. You had him right in front of you. Right here, you asshole!
Oh, geez.
But the disc is wrong. That's what I fucking said.
Hawk, disc
Holy
is
shit! Still
Here.
right in front of me. Holy shit! Are you fucking kidding me? He did not just come in here and say they're right in front of you. That's exactly what I just said. Did I just say more whole audio clips? I'd love to play them, but...
He called you out, Opie. He kind of pointed like, they're right here. Like they're right in front of you.
The horror on Spider's face when he actually realized that it was an empty CD case he was pointing at.
He thought he was going to be a big shot and say they're right in front of you, asshole. As he points to an empty CD because the CD that was in here was the one I just explained that I threw at the door.
The Ace Frehley.
He did this. Oh, what? The whole clips? Like,
What? The whole? They're right there. Right there, idiot. I think I saw him call you an idiot right in his head.
Of course. He goes, they're right in front
here,
of you.
right in front of you.
Look, and here it is, an empty CD.
Crisis over.
As I wait for the real CD.
Crisis over. He thought, it's right here.
Yep.
Jackass. Now deal with that for the rest of the show.
Thank you, Eric.
Oh,
Eric, could you make a copy of this for me? Poor Hawk is not happy.
where was it? I want to know where it was. Eric.
Get Eric back.
Eric.
Why is everyone's running around like you just kicked an anthill? Everyone's just running around.
You did.
But they're just running around like that. Eric, where was it?
Where was it?
It was back by Danny's computer in the office. I was told that it was an old disc, that the new disc was here. When I didn't realize that was the disc, not in your head. Wait a minute. When I
Oh, wow.
Wait, what happened? When I realized that he didn't have the right disc, we went back to make sure that the disc that was in the back was the right disc, and then brought that in.
Yeah, but...
So what was that other disc?
Don't know what that is.
How's Ace sound on it?
Haven't heard this.
So knowing what you know now, whose fault was this?
Was it my fault?
No.
Thank you.
But it was right in front of him.
Yeah, you pointed. You were
Eric,
you were ready to call me out
Who would
again.
you blame for this? I want to blame
Yeah, we need
someone.
blame today. That's right. We
We
do
love
need fucking
fault
blame.
and blame are my favorite words. Who was at fault? Who do we blame?
It's a miscommunication on a couple people's part, but I will take the blame.
No, not who's taking the blame.
Yeah.
Sometimes the innocent hero takes the blame. You're trying to set yourself up like
No.
other people are at fault, but look, I'm taking the blame. I'm being the... No.
No,
I
I
want to
should've
know
checked on
who
that.
actually is to blame.
Yeah, who, Oliver North? Stop trying to take the fall.
Yeah, the fall guy. Look, I'll be the big man here. And no.
And stay away from
Who-
that shredder.
Yeah.
Anyone?
No, I was a good one.
All right, thanks.
Who
You
is
said there
to
were
blame?
two people that didn't communicate or something.
Who?
There were a couple people that didn't communicate, but you'll take the blame.
Who fucked up?
Who fucked up with
When I
fucked up
saw
kid?
the disc, Than said it was an old disc, and
Oh.
then Danny
Oh,
had
oh, damn, off the starting line.
All right.
Wow.
And who else?
Shit.
Dan said it was an old disc.
It was an old disc.
So now you, being led to believe it was an old disc,
put it back.
put it back. Then,
I should've
man, did
listened
you
to it.
fuck this up.
No.
What happened, Dan?
What happened?
Well,
Who
I
needed you?
This is all I know, is that I gave you 2 CDs with 2 track listings. At 5 minutes later, I come in, Opes holding up. What's this from? I assume since I gave you the proper CDs already, that I had left an old CD lying around, and that was no longer the right CD. So why that CD was sitting there unmarked with no track listing for Ope to hold up and say, "What is this?" I believe it's your fault, Eric.
Oh.
I never.
And by the
touched
way,
them.
let me jump in here too,
Yes.
because I saw more whole audio clips with the cue sheet.
On the piece of paper that comes
And then
with
I saw
the CD.
a CD like Nathaniel just said that had no cue sheet, but on the CD said more whole clips.
Uh-oh.
So I'm like, all right, I got two of them here.
Uh-huh.
So I go, Eric, what's this? And he
Uh-huh.
goes, don't worry about that. That's an old CD meaning.
Oh, but it
meaning-
wasn't.
And I go, what does that mean? He goes, well, now we have an updated burn or whatever you said.
Which is
And
what,
the updated burn
which is
was,
what I was
Ace
told.
Frehley.
Ooh. Do you have New York groove on that, do you, Hawk?
Because the thing is, there's a CD of drops that might actually end up being useful. I don't want to blow up the spot.
Right.
And then there's the one that Steve made that we're going to make fun of him for.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why there's 2 CDs.
There's 2 whole CDs.
Yes.
Wow, Hawk. It really doesn't look good for you.
Not looking
I think
good.
it's completely your fault.
I
That's
said
right.
it was.
No, you said other people to blame. There's a miscommunication, but I will take the blame.
Because I should have checked on it.
He wanted
Who's the
to drag them-
miscommunication?
He wanted to drag them into the water with
That's
him.
Yep.
right.
Just clawing at anything. Drowning, just grabbing at people's hair.
Right, you're not going to let them live. Those selfish fucks
Yeah.
that are drowning. Let
Wow.
go and drown.
I didn't want to drag them into anything. That's why I said I should have
All
checked
right.
the CDs.
Are you
Yeah.
sleeping at night?
Yes.
You're not. I see Sex Bagel on my Insta, because you're on my buddy list. I see a Sex Bagel all night.
Yeah, you're up all night.
Thing's still on, but I'm.
But there's no away. You know how when someone's not on for a while, the little paper
Yep.
comes up, says away? Never away. Always busy.
I'm not up.
We got emails the other day from you at like 2 in the morning.
That's right. Who else
I
sent
went
me
to bed
those?
at 5 o'clock in
I know
the
you.
afternoon.
Look, here's the deal. I know you work really hard for the show, but you got to sleep.
I do sleep.
You don't sleep.
You don't sleep. Does he sleep?
Nope, he's getting man-to-man massages.
All right.
All right. Well, thank
Problem
you.
solved.
I love when we get to the bottom of things.
Eric, why don't you
And
leave the
lying
studio
there is
for a little
Eric.
while and cool
There he
off,
goes.
all right?
Yeah.
There he goes. All right. Eric is...
Eric, what about the CD?
Oh, you want that CD?
No, just want him to come back.
I know. Well, I was helping you out, you idiot.
Oh, I get a little reprimand.
What happened? Oh, shit.
Dick Cavett, part of brand new block just made 4 days ago. Buster.
Who wrote that?
I don't know.
In red ink, by
Slipped
the
in
way.
red ink, like,
Danny.
so fuck you.
Danny wrote that? Did you write that?
Yeah. You know what I got to realize?
Danny's starting to get really cocky.
Oh,
I
he
noticed.
is.
I really noticed. He is really stepping forward and saying, I ain't taking you guys shit too much longer.
I got to realize one of the...
Ron and Fez have been calling me, and I'm ready to jump ship, so don't give me any bunk.
Well, I do have the biggest dumps around here.
He got
Oh,
a little
that's right.
rambunctious this morning, too. We needed somebody. See, it's raining here in New York. It's been raining for a week straight. And I do not like walking in the rain. I don't have an umbrella. I don't want to get soggy and sit here wet and cold like a little puppy all day. So I pull up in front of the building, and I phone my good friend Steve C.
That's
right. And say, Steve, I will give you the opportunity to drive a real vehicle and take my Escalade to the parking garage.
A real gas guzzler.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Uses like a year's worth of gas for his car just driving to the garage.
Exactly.
It's nice. And Steve drives and parks the car. And how do you get back? when that happens?
Sometimes I walk. Sometimes Poe follows me and drives me back.
Well, I would hope Poe would because it's raining, and just
no,
because I don't want to get wet doesn't mean you have to.
He's been cool about it.
So today it's like, I don't know, the 4th day in a row or whatever it is. It's the whole week. 5th day. I didn't want to bug Steve because he's a busy guy in the mornings. It's before the show. He has better things to do than drive my friggin' car around. So I decided to make a decision today that Poe will drive my truck around. It's a great honor to drive my vehicle to the parking garage.
I'll say.
It is something of trust. I have confidence in the people that do this. That is why Steve is one of the only people, and now Poe has driven my vehicle around. But now what was needed was Poe to drive it around and someone to drive Poe's car to follow my vehicle so Poe can then drive back from the garage. So I came up, and I was looking for an intern or something to drive Poe's car because, quite frankly, I don't care who drives Poe's car. They could drive it into a pole for all I care. So, grab anybody. No interns. It was too early. So in the office, everybody's doing something. I guess the least important thing that was being done at that time was being done by Danny. And Danny just started...
So you're saying Danny doesn't work hard for us?
He was going... Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I heard.
At the
Danny?
time, if we were doing bit triage in the morning, his patient could have sat there while the other patients were being worked on.
Good way to say it.
This particular morning,
right?
You might be right.
But there are other mornings where his top priority, sucking chest wound is the bit he's working
now
on.
You're trying to get out of it.
No, I'm not. You're trying to make something more of this than I am.
We all know we give Danny the easiest stuff in the morning to do. So why don't we just bring it to the table now?
Sits at the special ed computer
Right.
at the end. The one that doesn't have any real programs on it to do any real work.
Just keep hitting enter over and over.
Yeah, all you hear from that computer is, I'm contributing. Yes, you are. I'm contributing to the show. Because they made us hire a retard. The reality is, it's fun to make. Danny really works hard for us.
Of course he does.
Sure does. Photographing his own shit and all.
Yeah, right.
I'm producing.
You certainly are.
He's,
but he gave a little bit of an attitude this morning, like he didn't want to drive Poe's car. Like it was like, yeah, all right. Like you could say he was sitting there, he's got his headphones on, he's hearing the conversation that's going on, that we need somebody to drive. He's listening, no one else is coming to the table, and he's sitting there like, I know it's going to end up on me, I know. So then finally when it was like, Danny, drive Poe's car, he's like, is there a problem with your duties here?
No, not with the duties.
Duties. Obviously not from the picture I saw.
It's like a fucking plane spelling things.
It looks like an air.
You should be taking shits over Jones Beach.
My dumps you could easily find. You could find the same thing on Central Park South. That's how huge they are. But the problem...
Thank you. Not getting away with that one.
Wow, he tried to add to it and everything.
Cheers.
That's how huge they are. But seriously.
They are big. And then he trods forward.
He wasn't even trying to do comedy. It was just...
Yeah, no, seriously, they're big. I mean,
I'm not really trying
Welcome
to be funny. I'm just letting you
to the bomb reel.
You got that one, Nathaniel?
Yeah. Central Park, was it? What did you use? Central Park South?
Shut up, Jimmy.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Hey, you're gonna take that. You got balls.
Sorry.
Yeah. So was there wasn't a problem with doing?
No, the task is fine.
Yeah.
The task at hand is fine. But there's a slight.
Eric is back in the studio.
Yeah.
There's a slight odor problem in Poe's car.
With Poe's car.
What's the odor in your car? Dead
Poe.
bodies?
Is there an odor in your car? Have people told you your car stinks?
Steve? Nah, Steve has never told me my car stinks.
Smells like dogs.
Well, yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Steve's a big pussy.
Yeah. Steve can't even get in my car. It takes him about 15
There he
minutes.
goes. If you really want to see how pissed off I can get, why don't you plant one right fucking here?
Ooh.
And when your arm breaks, then...
Well, why does his car smell?
His car smells like dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, wet dog?
Plant what?
Yeah, plant what? A fist or
A smooch.
Because if I'll get an anvil, I'm not going to use my fist.
Yeah, exactly. No, well, the big issue is I don't want to fucking club anybody. I'm gonna smash Jimmy in the face for making fun of me verbally. What? No, I don't want to do that.
Let's hope not.
Why?
Why is this anger coming out?
No, it's not.
We're all smashing
Steve,
each other.
relax.
No. But
you just plant one.
how do I articulate this? Because I'm not retaliating physically. I'm a pussy.
Afraid. No one's calling you a pussy.
He just did.
Steve, relax.
He did. That was the exact word that came out of his mouth. He called him pussy.
Hit him.
That's right.
And just because I'm not around here throwing people out windows means I'm a fucking pussy?
That's pretty much what Oprah's saying, and we're all agreeing.
I think I don't agree with that.
Holy jeez.
Poe was the one who called you out, and I was just acknowledging the fact that it sounded kind of,
No, Poe just said I didn't say anything, and then
Yeah, but you've been driving his car a lot, or how many times?
Every time I got to park Ant's car.
Then you park his?
No. Then I get a ride back to the studio.
Yes, he's following, and then you got to ride in it.
Every morning, I follow Steve to park Anthony's car, and I bring him back to the studio. Mm-hmm. Whether it rains, it doesn't matter. I want to make sure that he gets back to the studio on time.
Of course.
And he never complained, not once.
No?
Not once.
No. Well, it's
not
hard.
Once.
Not a peep.
He laughed because we had the show on. We talk, about,
You don't want to, like, say, it's awkward. It's embarrassing. You don't want to sit there and go, wow, your car stinks. Unless you bring it up, like, immediately. You get in and go, whoa, this car stinks. But after you've driven a while, it kind of builds up. It's hard to confront somebody.
I don't think he smells it anymore. I think he's used to it.
Are you, Steve?
What, the dog smell?
Yeah.
I have a dog, so I know what that smell is. So
you really don't
like
it. You don't really like it, though, do you?
No, it's not pleasant. I know what dog smell is. That's why
I got in the elevator, and the whole thing smelled like dog, like with no one on it. It's like when they're wet, it's
hate that?
awful. Yeah.
Wet dog. People with their stupid dogs. Oh, in the elevator, in their cars, in your apartments,
in your home,
you're stinking it up.
Your basement.
Can we bring this back around?
Yeah.
First of all, Steve, I'm sorry I called you a pussy.
It's okay.
You look all sad.
I don't like the fact that he yelled at Ope, though, and didn't tell Master Poe that he should plant one.
Plant one.
Oh, if Master Poe hits me, it's going to be a rough fight because Poe can probably do a number on me, but I'll get some good hits in.
Wow.
Yeah, your head on the floor.
Holy shit.
Maybe.
We're one wrong word from a massive fight
in
the studio.
It really is.
You can feel the tension.
I am so tired of being called a pussy. I might just fucking
don't get all upset. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's like, listen, I don't mean to interrupt you, faggot, but I wound up...
Oh, Jesus, are you fucking kidding?
Can I not talk? I wound up...
madman.
He no longer hates me. That's all I care about.
I was cranky when I came in.
Now he's focused on you.
It's the weather.
I was sweating there for a while.
What? Oh, he was mad? Yeah, no, he's a little hot. He gets a little hot.
He forgot all about me.
He gets a little hot under the slip. But I wound up coming in a very bad mood, and I think everybody has an odd mood today.
Yeah. Steve, I have a great fear of you, by the way.
I don't want people to be afraid. I don't want people to be afraid.
Then I'm not.
Okay.
Whatever you want, that's what I'm offering for you. When you come in that day with a high-powered rifle and start walking around, I want to be the guy that you pointed. I want to be the guy that's interviewed later that said he pointed it right at me.
He thought about it
and then smiled, nodded, and walked away and shot Opie right in the head.
I'm not going to shoot Opie. I'm not going to shoot
Opie.
Hold on. Would I be the first one you shoot?
No.
Why are you saying
that?
No,
I wouldn't shoot anybody. Why?
If you had to, would I be the first one you shoot?
I wouldn't shoot you.
God. In order,
no,
if you had to make a list.
You're coming in. You're the disgruntled employee.
You're
coming in. Who you shoot first? You'd you have that much anger toward.
You'd be first if Ben was standing right behind you and he knew he could shoot Ben by shooting through you. Because Ben is first on your list.
Here's the order. Steve's going to give this order. Who can fire me the least? Who has the least firing power?
Yeah.
All the interns get shot first.
Okay, that's actually accurate. You have a room full of dead interns, and
would you shoot me first?
No.
Why do you want to hurt Opie?
Who would you shoot?
Who's first? Who's first?
See, this is where you get the label of the P word. You have to at least answer this question now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
The P
who
word.
Would you
what,
shoot?
Pam?
I'm looking
Who
around.
would you shoot first if you were the disgruntled employee?
I'd shoot
Do
Eric
I have
first.
to shoot people? That's really the only
I'll
option?
be honest. I'd shoot Eric first. If I went completely crazy, came in with a gun, and just everyone was available to shoot, because you'd probably just shoot the first person you see, kind of make a statement. But if I looked and everyone was available to shoot, I'd probably just shoot Eric. Nothing personal. Just, you're very shootable.
And he's the easiest one to blame, because they go, why'd you do it? You could just open your mouth and some reason would fly out that was accurate. But the CD had the wrong shit on it. Well, that did happen.
Right, yeah.
Steve,
if I had to go in order of
disgruntled employee, you're coming in.
Employee,
You're coming in with a gun,
and your objective is to wipe out as many of your coworkers as possible.
You don't have to give it that much thought. Just you come in, you're angry. Who's the one you should?
The first person I'm going to see if I walk in with a gun is this guy. Is Poe.
It's got to be Poe.
So Poe goes down first.
You have to take him out first.
You got to take out Poe first.
So you can take out the rest.
So you can take out everybody else.
But it's like a video game. He's the boss, and he's in that room with the Kevlar and the bulletproof glass, and you can't access him until you wipe out a few other people and can get on your switch.
Then you're going after stormtroopers, basically. So you have to go out. You have to go through
Picture
a round
Steve there with a fucking rifle and Poe just going, hold on, and then swiping him.
Who would you shoot first?
Who gets it? Who gets it?
I guess, it's a toss-up. If Danny's in the way, Danny takes a bullet.
Danny?
Why Danny?
Why is everybody on me today?
Well, you're in the
Everybody.
room. You're just the first person
I just shot Eric.
Yeah,
your name didn't even come up. And I should tell you now that I so considered you first.
Why?
I don't know. It just popped in my head.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to mess up this bit, but you won't get through.
What do you mean?
There's bulletproof windows and doors and walls and...
Jesus.
Wow, that was you missed the car crash. It was a car crash. Yeah, there's dog fur that just flew out of
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, would have been a great bit for another 20 minutes.
No, well, we're done with that one.
No, it's all right.
No, it's all right. It's cool.
So where were we, Danny?
Danny, right, with the car. But no, Danny followed in Poe's car.
Right.
And then they drove back together, and Danny, I guess, had a problem with the fragrance of Poe's car.
It's a little funky.
Is it dog?
I suppose.
Yeah.
I suppose. I know that Poe does have a few dogs.
What kind of dogs are they?
Dogs.
What kind?
Bulldogs.
Oh, so they slobber a lot.
Big dog balls?
No?
They're just big.
Big dog balls. Their tails poke straight up so their assholes rub on the seat. You don't even get the tail protection. Oh. People are amazing with their fucking dogs. They hop up on the couch at their house and stuff, and their actual asshole, where the dog shit comes from, is on the couch. And then people will lay there with their face on the couch where the dog asshole was just, rubbing.
It's okay, because it's dog.
Just put your face on your dog's asshole, because that's what you're doing.
My dogs have their own couch.
Your dogs have their own couch?
Yeah, they have their own couch, yeah.
That's wonderful.
All right.
Fabulous.
We're done with the car thing, because now we got to get back to the Steve thing, which is the whole thing.
Right. See where we go here?
See, in the end, though,
thank you, gentlemen.
It all comes around.
Bye, Dan.
And then we got the Jim Norton audio after the break. Thanks, guys. Right. Danny, Master Poe. So the whole.
Oh. Yes.
The whole thing.
The whole. We're going to play the whole audio.
Give it like a 30-second...
oh, wow.
Well, because now we got new listeners.
Well, we have the whole audio. It's audio of the women that are usually involved, the third person. Right. Yeah. Of a radio show.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the comedy kryptonite on a radio show.
Wait. No, come on.
So when we talk with the guests on the phone, we want to throw these things in.
Wait.
Like I'll say, hey, Hole, why don't you shut up?
You're right.
Yeah.
You wish you'd hear that.
It has to be appropriate.
Yeah,
we don't have enough clips, so Steve gathered up some more clips of the whole that we'll use in those situations.
Because you know the whole, right?
Yeah.
That we use on the show.
Mm-hmm. But part of his personality comes through.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't want to know her name because she's,
right, exactly. No,
she's just a whole.
I don't think she wants her name known either.
Oh, really?
I can't remember. I think she might not.
She actually seems very cool. So she did some more liners for us. Stuff like,
oh, Opie.
More shit we could go to, right?
Oh, Anthony.
Very tame, right?
Yeah.
I know this is boring. It's supposed to be boring. You'll see.
That reminds me of something my old Uncle Al used to say.
Hey, this stuff will be
funny.
Radio gold when we use it again.
This reminds me of a funny story.
Oh, which means no, it doesn't.
And then Anthony would probably jump in and say, just shut up, Hole.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear your funny story, right? And that's where you laugh and laugh.
Oh, but guys,
Unless it's the story of your miscarriage. Keep it to yourself, bitch.
Oh, but guys, you want to hear a really funny story?
No!
In the story cabinet, it's filed under K for kerplunked.
Oh, no. I hope he's all right.
So here are some of the new ones, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gee. I hope she's okay.
All right.
That would usually come after a news story of a woman injured. And
you know what my mom used to say about that?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the whole would like chime in, things like that. And that's what the whole does. And these are clips that are authentic radio show whole clips.
Yep.
Now, guys, let's not make fun of people.
All right. Yeah. There's just a couple more.
Yeah. A similar thing happened to a friend of mine.
These are perfect.
They really are good, Steve.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to help, guys.
Oh.
I just wanted to be part of the group.
All right, so they're really good.
That's when it started to shift a little.
See, now that's good, and the whining and the rejection thing is really good, and that would probably be as far as we would ever take it,
right?
On the air, where I would get, because the last time we used it, which was the first time, I would yell.
Right.
I was yelling at the hole to make the caller uncomfortable.
Right. The guest we had on the phone.
And we really didn't have any responses from the whole getting yelled at.
Right. And that's what sparked.
The next batch were responses to me yelling at the hole, which that would have been fun. I'm just trying to help, things like that.
Sure.
Her whiny, getting a little upset.
Right.
But of course, Steve has to take it to the umpteenth level.
I thought that's where you wanted it to go. Apparently, I misinterpreted.
And you could see, and it's thank God we were just talking about your pent-up anger, because this really brings it to the forefront.
Yeah, it just shows your personality, and it also proves you're not a pussy. These are
who would ever call Steve a pussy?
Yeah,
well, he did.
Hope did.
Kick his ass.
What?
Kick his ass.
You don't remember that anymore. He called you a faggot.
He did, actually.
All right.
How could you not? A couple of men just driving in that little hybrid. Felt right.
It's a handsome car.
Faggot, a little worse than pussy.
Not really. Pussy implies a fear.
No, because they're just
some
jacked up fags. They really are.
Wow.
I had to work when I had to work in clubs in Boston.
You had an answer for that.
Jacked up fags.
When some of the beefiest guys I've ever seen were when I was working in that club on Lansdowne on gay nights. Sometimes you just see like the biggest, bulkiest guys, and they were all queer.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
you can't argue with jacked up fags.
No,
you certainly can't.
All right, but this shows Steve's personality behind the scenes, because we wanted these clips, and he kept going with it with this whole. Yeah. Here's the first one.
No, not the 10 steps. No.
What am I doing to her with tin snips?
Let's play the next clip.
Not the tin snips?
Like, what am I, snipping off fingers? Is that where it's going?
You notice how this has taken a drastic turn? Like, it
I
all
kept
worked
it
up to this point.
It all worked. Now it's ridiculous.
Oh, God, my fingers!
It's like, what? It goes from me just yelling at her to shut up to now I'm cutting off her fingers.
Hitler and Goebbels, 202. No, Dr. Mengele, those gold things in my teeth are good. Jesus.
Oh, guys, I need my uterus.
Steve's writing all this down. All right, it gets worse. Listen to this.
Ow, stop hitting me.
Wow. If that's not a tape replaying from childhood.
Oh, yeah.
If that's not little Steve C in his room holding a duty.
Little Stevie.
Oh, God.
He's kneeling with a log. He's holding it in because he's afraid to go to the bathroom because mother and father are quarreling.
He wrote these lines for the halls, though.
Oh, God, no!
Oh, Bubby Carlisi.
These are just like this one.
You know, you're right.
Yeah, see how... like, these are all nice.
Stop it.
No, look at this. Let me compare.
All right.
You got the nice...
Stop it.
You know,
Stop it.
She's still
Stop
trying to be
it.
a part of the show,
Yeah.
but she's a little angry.
Stop
it. And now it's this.
Oh, God, no!
What are we doing to her?
I don't know. That you leave that up to your imagination.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Welcome to the Steve C video store. I'd like I spit on your grave. It's in the comedy section.
There's a little chuckle.
Oh.
Little chuckle.
Well, here's the new one.
No, not the things.
Not the face. Not the face.
You twisted motherfucker.
He really is twisted. So that's the cackle that we had, right? Steve wants to add this to the pile.
Some muffled crying. That is a post-rape shower cry, if I've ever heard one. And I have.
Why do I think he has that on a loop? That he just puts on headphones and jerks off to that sound.
Is she saying why?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
It keeps going.
The poor girl's just trying to do morning radio. And it's coming down to her sobbing in the corner in the fetal position.
30-second clip of her whimpering softly.
Try 52 seconds. 52 seconds.
Of her whimpering.
Yeah, because Steve didn't think he made his point.
Yeah, I know. You know, she stopped after 10, and Steve went, "No, could you just keep crying?"
No, I
didn't run out of breath.
That was all her. I just said I need some quiet whimpering. I didn't.
All right.
I promise. I'll keep my mouth shut.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
How did Steve's voicemail get onto the tape?
Just when you thought it couldn't get any sicker.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that hanger?
Oh, no. What, are we giving her an abortion?
Actually, that's not what I was. That wasn't where I was going with it. But then after she cut it, I realized that's where it was. That's kind of what it alluded to.
This is not what we want a nice, stuff like this.
You guys have to stop.
You know,
right. Well, I gave you like 13 of them.
No, come on. That's what. Yes. Stop it.
Whoa, that one.
But instead, we got one more. Here's the last one.
Oh, God. I think my arm is broken.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Steve.
I held it together for 13 clips.
Wow,
and then,
man.
And then I sort of took a left turn.
I'm going to change my opinion of you. You scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened when you were young?
You scare me.
All kinds of things.
Why so angry at women?
You scare me.
I don't think it's directed purely at women.
Oh, yes, it is.
Do you think so?
Of course it is.
All right, so we got more whole clips that we'll add to our instant replay here.
And knowing this show,
We'll use
those
them.
will be added, and we will use them.
Of course.
And I will be breaking a girl's arm as Opie presses that button.
We brought you inside the bit, and from this day on, we're just not going to talk about it until we use it someday. So there you go. You'll be in on the gag. Wow. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
You're cool with everybody here? You're not mad anymore?
No.
All right.
Cool. You need a woman maybe to help you put a couch in the van?
I'm sure Jimmy didn't mean to call you a faggot.
Aw, look at you
Aw,
two.
cute.
Little hug.
No, he's getting ready
Rubs
for the
Jimmy's
sleeper
head.
hole. And Eric, you all
Chokes
right?
him out.
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure?
You're back in the game with us?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
All right, Eric's back. Everybody happy? Thumbs up from everybody? The whole crew?
Such a happy family. What's that stereotypical thumbs up smile thing? Yeah! Raring to go! All systems go!
You can tell we're heading toward vacation.
Oh, is that it?
We all get a little edgy when it's
1 week?
1 week to go.